Welcome back to the FXStreet YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about Solana. Before we actually get into that, I want to direct your attention to the FXStreet YouTube channel. If you like the content that we put out, make sure to hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon. If you like what I do personally, you can follow me on Twitter at Mangyako with a 0 at the end. So we're going to be discussing about Solana and its technicals. Before we actually get into that, if you pay attention to these squiggly lines that I've drawn here, this was discussed probably two weeks ago when Solana was somewhere around here and expected it to come down over here, collect the liquidity resting below these lows over here, and then bounce back up to this level. So it was discussed on November 23rd when Solana was hovering around 214, as you can see here. So as discussed, Solana came down here, and even after November 23rd video, I did another video here on November 29th, just 6 days after that, where Solana came down here, perfectly tested this support level here at 186, and then I even mentioned that it's going to bounce back, and that's exactly what happened. So that brings us to where Solana is right now, which is 224. And as you can see, it's kind of set up this double top formation of sorts over here. So all the orange colors are liquidity pools. So we've collected, this breaker's done, this liquidity is done. All right, and as you can see here, let me just clear these squiggly lines so I can explain it a little better. Right, so as you can see here, this was a swing low formed on November 26th at 182. And what happened on November 28th was a dip below this level to purge the liquidity resting below, again, this low over here at 182, which was followed by a 30% upswing. We set up another swing high at 236, exactly around the same level as the 22nd November swing high. So what do I expect next is for Solana to capture this liquidity, and how it's going to happen is a little complicated. So before I get into where I could enter long, I just want to point out that there is also quite a bit of liquidity resting above these highs over here. Anywhere between 243 and 251 is also what I'm looking for as next targets for Solana. So how we're going to go about this is use my fib extension from the body of the candle, and this is where I'm expecting Solana probably consolidate. Let me just remove these support levels here so that it becomes a little more apparent. Yeah. So two places that I'm going to be paying attention, which is the 208 level here or the 203 level here. This is where I'm expecting Solana to kind of bounce off right now, although it's a little unlikely right now because the overall altcoin market is looking pretty good. For this downswing to occur from here, this is a 7 to 10% downswing. Right, for this to, I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but the chances of this happening here, Solana retesting the 50 fib seems a little slim considering how a lot of altcoins, in particular Luna and AVAX, have already rallied. I mean, Luna in particular has rallied a lot, so I think now is the time where you can expect Solana and AVAX to bring up their A game. So I'm either expecting a dip into the 50 fib here at 208 or the 62 fib here at 203. But if all else fails, I will be looking to also enter long here on this red candle or the order block at 215. So these are the three levels that I'll be looking at. But I would personally prefer if Solana, retests the 62 fib here. And the levels that I'll be looking at, as explained earlier, is this particular liquidity pool here, ranging from 231 to 238, followed by 243 to 251 liquidity pool. I'm going to be conservative here, assuming Solana does come down to the 50 fib here. I would do something like this. This will be my first target, and my second target will be somewhere around here. And I would still place my stop losses around here. With the first target, it would be a 1.4 RR. So really not that great. But if you did want, you could probably get your stop losses just below 79 fib. uh, but I wouldn't do that. I think this is a trade that I would be willing to take somewhere along 1.4 RR. So yeah, this is what I have for Solana. If you like this content, make sure to hit the subscribe button, press like, and comment if you have any questions.